Hi there, my name is Andra Hagen and welcome to the Higher Heights Deeper Depths vlog. So last week I was talking about setting your priorities right in my blog post, and concerning that I would like to share a testimony with you. This incident occurred a couple years ago. So I was driving home from church. I was attending a program and it got late, and I had to take the train for like an hour until I got 1.5 hours until I would get home. So there was some delay on the way, so I got to the train station and realized that I missed my bus, which was then the last bus that I could take to get home. And I was frustrated, I was exhausted, I was upset, and I was just, I stood at the train station and I cried, and I was like, why, God, why are you doing this to me? Don't you see what I do? I mean, I serve you in all these departments. I try to attend all the programs, and I come from really far, and I'm doing this, and now you just let me down like that, and I have to miss my bus, and how am I supposed to get home? And I was just really upset because frankly I didn't really know what to do. So then, while crying and walking around the train station and complaining to God, I then heard a voice, and that voice said, "Are you sure you are doing this for me?" I was shocked. I was really shocked, and I was like, why? Why would you ask me this question? But then he began to tell me that if I'm not really doing all these things to please other people, so that people will say, Andra, she's very committed, she's always there, and all these things. And when I thought about that, I really began to feel that he's right. Of course he's right, because he knows my heart, and the Bible says that God is a discerner of the thoughts, and intentions of man, so that by that time, what I was doing was not wrong. It was not wrong. Serving God is not wrong. But then I just had the wrong balance. I just didn't put my priorities right, because by that time, I really didn't take enough time to spend with him on a one-on-one basis, in the secret place, studying his word and praying. I didn't have that a kind of intimacy with him, and this is where I was wrong, because I was putting all my effort, all my work, all my time into serving him, in the church, but then I didn't really have this intimacy with him the Father. And so this was really a wake-up call for me, where I really began to realize, you really have to set the priorities right. You really have to know what you are doing. Focus. Don't just be everywhere, but focus. I think this is so crucial that we do that, because God just wants us. He wants all of us. He's after our heart. He wants us to love him first before we go then and serve him. So I really think this helps, in really trying to put things in categories. We put God first, we put our family second, and then we put our ministry, which means like serving God, or even our career or anything else we do, we put it in the third place. After all, he wants us. We are his children. He wants us. He wants all of us. He wants all of our attention. So I just want to encourage you with this. Try to set your priorities right. And if you put God first, everything else will fall into place. So stay tuned for my next episode in my vlog, and wish you a lovely day. Bye.
Yeah.